Hello, class. Today we're looking at factors of related numbers. So we're going to have to think about some of our vocabulary in math that we've been studying. If you look at today's question, you'll notice there are some words in there that you know specifically from math. One of them is factors. Another one is multiple. So we're going to review a little bit what those two are. Just to refresh your memory, the first word is factor. Remember, a factor of a number we looked at with arrays. So right here, with this array that equals 4, we were saying that the factors of the number 4 could be 1, 2, and 4. So if we multiply those numbers together, or a pair of those numbers together, we could get 4. In other words, we could multiply 1 times 4 and get 4. That means 1 and 4 are both factors of 4. Also, we can multiply 2 times 2. 2 is a factor of 4. So those are our factors. Now, when we're thinking in multiples of a number, possibly the multiple of 4, to get that, we would skip count, just like your warm-ups have been lately. We could skip count by that number, and that would give us a multiple of that number. So if we're skip counting by 4, we would start with 4. The next number would be 8. I went ahead and put the array of 8 here. I'm going to move it a little bit closer. Got to get those 4 arrows wherever they may be. I think I need to click on this one. And then I can move it a little bit closer so that you can see it's an array. Hopefully that's not too close. Ooh, it's a little too close. Okay, let me fix this. So when we're thinking of factors and multiples, those are the concepts we need to remember. What a factor is and what a multiple is. Look at today's question. Today's question is, are all the factors, not some, it says, are all the factors of a number also factors of a multiple of that number? Now, I realize that question can be really confusing, so that's why we started with looking at factors and multiples, reviewing what those are. And then let's go ahead and look at the question again. Are all the factors of a number also factors of a multiple of that number? Okay, so let's look at this. We already have 2 arrays. Arrays are really easy for us to work with when we're looking at smaller numbers. So when we were talking about the number 4 and this array 4, we also looked at the factors. I'm going to make a little text box here so I can write. When we talked about the factors of 4, we said 1 is a factor of 4 because I can multiply 1 times 4. 2 is a factor of 4 because I can multiply 2 times 2. And 4 is a factor of 4 because I can multiply 1 times 4 or 4 times 1. Those are all of the factors of the number 4. So the question is, if I have a multiple of this number, are all the factors also factors of the multiple? So this is representing the number 4. This is representing the number 8. Let me put another text box in. Are all of the factors we found for the number 4 also factors of 8? Well, let's think about it. We could do 1 times 8. I'm going to put my 8 at the end. We could do 2 times 4. Now for me, I'm just using my math facts to do this in my head, but you could also use the array if you needed to. 2 times 4. 3, no, and 4 is already done, 4 times 2. So look at all of the factors of 8. Oops, I skipped a comma right there. Look at all of the factors of 8. 1, 2, 4, and 8. And here are the factors of 4, 1, 2, and 4. Now let's look at the question again. Are all the factors of a number also factors of a multiple of that number? So are these factors also factors of this number? 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Yes, they are. They are factors of a multiple of that number. So what would be another multiple of 4? Here's 8. So let's go to 12. If I added another set of 4 here to make my array, and I would have to move it around. If I added another set, I'm going to copy that, paste it. There's another one. Let me move this guy a little bit. To make as close to an array as possible. Move my text box over. So you should be thinking, if she's adding this third part to make that multiple, and the challenge is real. The challenge is real to move these boxes. So if this were perfectly lined up, this would be my array representing 12. Okay, well, thinking of the multiples of 12, would I still have these as factors? Thinking about the factors, not the multiples of 12. Thinking about the factors of 12. Would these still be factors of 12? Well, let's think about it. Could I do 1? Could I use 1? Yes, 1 times 12. Could I use 2? Sure. 2 times 6. Could I use 4? Yes, 4 times 3. And those are the 3 factors from 4. They're all used in the number 12, which is a multiple of 4. So we tried out 2 numbers, so we're going to look at more and see if you can determine whether or not this is always true. It appears that it is true, that all the factors of a number are also factors of a multiple. Let's check it out in the next activities.